If you're anything like us, you love a great deal.
Especially when it comes to travel.
Welcome to Travel Deals Thursday, where each week we dig through hundreds of emails, alerts, and travel sites to bring you a few of the best deals we found on cruises, flights, hotels, and all-inclusives.
So welcome to Travel Deals Thursday.
Wander more and spend a little less. We'll bring the deals, you bring the yes. From beachside stays to flights that shine. It's Travel Deals Thursday. Your trip, your time.
Welcome back to Travel Deals Thursday. We have 3 standout travel deals this week, and they're the perfect blend of comfort, value, and a little bit of wow factor mixed in.
So let's kick things off with something brand new and a little bit rustic.
And so, Melissa, you want to talk first about the Marriott Postcard cabins, and they've got something new that they're working on.
I do. So I opened up the Bonvoy app looking at something else the other day and got served this special for these, what they're calling postcard cabins. And they've actually, it's like a whole brand, right? So you have like the Westin and the Ritz-Carlton and I don't know, the W and just different things like that, right? Within the whole Marriott brand. So this is their new product that they're calling postcard cabins. So these are totally giving off cozy fall getaway vibes. They are boutique style, very design forward cabin. They have 29 locations around the US. And like I mentioned, they're part of the Bonvoy.
And what that means is that you actually get to earn and redeem points by staying in these, just like any other hotel stay. And right now, Bonvoy members actually save 15% when you book 3+ nights in them.
Yeah. And so that's what actually, popped up when I looked at these. And so then I started digging in to see, okay, what is this and where are they? And so, of course, the weekend rates, especially this fall, are going to be a lot higher. Anytime you go to fall getaways and stuff like that, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. And so, but I started digging in. And so if you could take advantage of these during the weekday, they have some that are like $132 a night, of course, depending on the location. And I think that's just a steal for something like this. So these are something that we would go to in the fall, kind of growing up, like a fall mountain getaway retreat. But of course, then these are just super stylish and you've got like a little efficiency type kitchen thing and a fire pit. And then they're also dog friendly. There is a little bit of a fee for the dogs, but they are dog friendly. It was like $50 and you could have 2 dogs, which is actually not too bad. So they have these, like I mentioned, lots of places. So Shenandoah Mountains in Virginia, Big Bear, the Catskills, and then in the South, near Greenville, outside Atlanta, up in Suches, in Talladega, Alabama, and even in Central Florida. So there's probably one within driving distance of you.
Well, you can't beat that. You don't have to check in at a front desk. There's no crowds to worry with. Just your own space in nature with those fire pits. Think of a nice little stick with your s'mores going and just total peace.
Yeah, so they've done a really good job, like I mentioned, with the branding. So go to postcardcabins.com. I will put the link in the show notes. And so this was also, like I mentioned, this is something that we would go to in the fall, but like at a state park, very rustic. So when I say rustic on these, like these are like trendy, modern rustic. And I really think, for the price point, just absolutely excellent, especially with this deal. And Scott, what's funny is that this concept is actually something that we kind of wanted to do a few years ago in the North Georgia mountains.
It talked about building like little, tiny homes style suites with an ensuite on them. They would be standalone and separate, but kind of a little bit of a compound, and then have the central area where you would come back and have breakfast or any meals there, a place to kind of hang out with a bar and things like that. That was the idea that we had. And I don't know, some days I think we need to go back to that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially when I'm seeing these. Now, of course, these don't have any kind of like community space or any restaurant or anything like that. But I think that's why this just appealed to me so much. So I think we're going to have to figure out how we can go check one or more of these properties out just for fun.
Do you want even more exclusive travel deals emailed straight to your inbox? Join Travel Deal Insiders at sunshinetravelers.com/deals and use code podcast to unlock your membership for just $50 a year.
Travel more, spend less, and skip the search.
On this next deal, if you need to book a getaway or a hotel, listen up, because Expedia is having an autumn sale that just dropped, and you can save 25% or more off thousands of hotels worldwide. And so here's the details. You have to book it from now until October the 20th. So you still have a little bit of time on this one, and you can travel anytime starting now through March 31st of 2026. So this is a deal that you can either book directly with a travel advisor like the Sunshine Travelers Experiences, and we can help you get this deal. We've used Expedia for so many of our own trips, and it's always a seamless process, or you can join Expedia for free and book it as well.
Yeah, so that's one thing, is that you have to become a member of this, but like Scott said, it's free. So it's kind of like when you join these hotel or airline loyalty programs. So in order to take advantage of that, you either have to join or, like Scott mentioned, have a travel advisor book it for you so you can reach out to us. And we can help you do that. So if you're planning a spring break trip or a ski trip, a city weekend, you've got a wedding to go to, just anything that you need a hotel room, going on a cruise, you need some pre-hotel stays, you can grab that deal now and lock it in, and it's easy peasy. Okay. And then our last deal for you is that if you've ever dreamt of a luxury cruise that actually includes everything, then Explora Journeys is one that you need to check out. So you may not have heard of Explora Journeys because they are relatively new to the market. I think they came out with their first ship in 2021. They now have 5 ships with one more on the way. And what's neat about this company is they actually have a very long history in this particular sailing market that dates back in this particular family to the 17. They are still a privately held company that's part of the MSC. So if you've seen the commercials for MSC cruises, they actually started as a shipping line, and then they had ferries in Italy and Greece and places like that. So I just thought their backstory is very interesting. So let's start out with the actual cruise. And once I tell you this, then I want you to listen to what is also included with this. Okay, so this particular one is for March of 2027. It's 7 nights. It sails from Luxor, Egypt to Athens, Greece. We haven't been to Luxor, but Egypt is amazing. Athens, Greece is amazing. And then it stops at some really great ports along the way. It's only $35.25 per person when you book early and get their extra 5% off deal.
And if you think about it, that's the price of the Caribbean on like a Royal Caribbean or something like that, not an ultra luxury cruise line.
And what's even better is some of the other things that's included. But here's the thing, is that all the cabins are actually like suites, and they all have a veranda. And there's only 461 of them. So here's some of the things that I thought were amazing that were included. So in addition to it being a small number of cabins, small number of passengers, it's basically almost a 1-to-1 crew to passenger ratio. But what's even better is so much of the stuff that you would pay extra for on other cruises is already included in that price. So for example, of course, all your dining, but it also includes all the fine wine, premium spirits, specialty coffees, Starlink, high-speed Wi-Fi. Gratuities are already included, access to the thermal spa, welcome champagne, a bottle of wine or spirit of your choice in your suite, wellness classes. So all that's already included, whereas I just feel like on a lot of these other ones, it's that price, and then you're going to have to pay more for all that other stuff. So to me, that's just an absolutely amazing deal, and for the port that you're going to get to go to.
And if you want to book one sooner, let me tell you about another one that's out there on the Explora 2, and that will be this year, October 22nd through the 28th. It's a 6-night cruise from Barcelona to Santa Cruz in the Canary Islands, and that starts at around $3,655 per guest. And on top of everything else, you're going to get up to $1,000 in short excursion credits, depending on which suite you book.
And so honestly, when you compare this to the cost of a luxury hotel for a week, and then you add meals and drinks and tips and Wi-Fi and all that, this honestly might be one of the best values for a luxury cruise that we have seen. And they have tons more itineraries. We just picked out a couple that had some really great ports, and then we're on the lower end of the price point to just show you what a great value that was.
Well, there you have it. You've got a fall cabin escape, a hotel sale that stretches through spring, and a cruise line that is absolutely redefining luxury.
And if you want help booking any of these, or want to get first dibs on next week's deals, head over to sunxtravel.com or join Travel Deals Insiders so you don't miss out.
Well, that's it for this week. Don't forget to hit follow and share this with a travel buddy, and tag us if you book something fun. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Wander more and spend a little less. We'll bring the deals, you bring the yes. From beachside stays to flights that shine. It's Travel Deals Thursday. Your trip, your time. Ooh. Flights that shine. It's Travel Deals Thursday. Your trip, your time.